are the Lamb of God. Yahweh, Yahweh, come and do what only you can do. You are my glory and the lifter up of my head. Demons tremble at the mention of your name, oh, Daddy, oh, God of thunder, you're the God of fire. Yeah. Come and do what only you can do. Mighty man of war, mighty man of war, Lion of Judah, we bow down.
Businesses had been going on hitch-free this Friday morning until the passing of this armored vehicle which accompanied members of the peace caravan to the Bui division.
You're the father to the fatherless. You're the mother to the motherless. The husband to the widow. You're the help to the helpless. My healer. You are my deliverer. Come and do what only you can do. You're the way maker. You're the mountain mover. You raise the dead. You make the barren fruitful. Yahweh, Yahweh, come and do what only you can do. Mighty man of war, Lion of Judah, we bow down and we worship you, Jesus. Yahweh, Yahweh, come and do what only you can do. Mighty man of war, Lion of Judah, we bow down and worship you, Daddy. Yahweh, Yahweh, come and do what only you can do.
Fellow Amazonians, greetings to you all from this platform. This is Liberation TV. I salute everyone that is watching at this time. Please share and invite as we build the audience so that we can break the news. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming. Keep sharing. Share in all the platforms, in all the groups, in all the WhatsApp, and in all the Facebook chat groups, all the Facebook messengers. Share and share as a duty so that people can get the information from this angle. It's good that everyone tell the side of their own story so the people can make the conclusion of everything after listening from all angles. It's a sad day. This is a Black Monday in Amazonia, especially in the state of Bui. Fellow brothers and sisters, God bless you and welcome to the platform. Continue to share and invite as we build the platform. Thank you so much and God bless you.
Yahweh, 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 yeah. Come and do what only you can do. Yahweh, we call you by your name.
At the sight of this armored car, total commotion took over the motor park in Kumbo. Businesses had been going on hitch-free this Friday morning until the passing of this armored vehicle, which accompanied members of the peace caravan to the Bui division to explain the resolutions of the major national dialogue. The reaction of the people who took to their heels follows warnings from the separatist groups who had asked the population to run whenever they see a military vehicle. Failing to have a conversation with the population at the motor park, which was supposed to be their first stop, the caravan then drove to BBH quarters and, lucky enough, met the Field conference at the CBC Church. The peace coordinator, Honorable Nkwe Andrew, MP for Oku Noni, listed moves taken by the government already. He spoke in the people's lingua franca, Pidgin English.
Head of state, it also move, calm down. They will not. Setting they go small. Because even only time when that dialogue with the team, they go.
Susanna! When shall I see my girlfriend? Susanna! When shall I see my family? Susanna! When shall I see my mother? Susanna! Oh, Susanna! Oh, Susanna! Oh, mommy, what oh, yes! Courage! Auntie Irish Boya!
Fellow Ambazonians, please continue to share. We have 2 more minutes to share and invite while I break the news. For that time, let us listen again to our forces. God bless you and welcome to this platform, Liberation TV. Keep on sharing. We have 2 more minutes to go. And then we break the news, and there is something to be happy about, and there's something maybe to be sad about. That's why we came to the revolution. First of all, it was not a party that brought us to this struggle. It was not a good life. It was not celebration. It was because it's a struggle of our people, the bloodshed of our people that brought us into this final journey. The enemy is so desperate to take us, take our mind and focus, our minds and focus from this our struggle. But then what defines who we are is the way we behave during this most desperate period of time. Thank you so much for coming, and God bless all of you people for watching Liberation TV today. At this time, let us remind ourselves of our forces.
Second unit, specialized unit of the contender force, directly under the supreme commander of big number, General Efang. These forces forms the tip of the spear of the Ambazonian War of Independence. Following closely behind will be the 2nd Regiment of the Contender Force, Specialized Unit. This is the Alpha unit that surrounds the general during operations. It's the 2nd Regiment of Specialized Unit of the Contender Force in the ADF. These are another unit of specialized forces of the contender force under the 2nd overall commander of the Ambazonian Defense Forces. This unit is made of a single strike force directly under the commander of General XX, the 2nd overall commander of the Ambazonian Defense Forces.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to clap for this valiant young man as they showcase what they have. I believe the chairman of the Ambazonian Defense Forces, Benedict will be very proud to see that these young men have come out today to showcase what they have after trekking for 3 days from the training ground. The 23rd Battalion closely led by Lieutenant Colonel Donatus. I want you to clap for this young man. Young man who have decided to put in their all for Amazonia. I want you to clap a wonderful clap for that valiant young lady as a bamboo is in their feet.
This is a newly formed civilian volunteer network that is primarily involved in warning villages during invasion of La République du Cameroon terrorist forces.
we have laid down the foundation of the struggle. You shall kill the sons and daughters of Judea, and you hope that the land of Canaan will be preoccupied or occupied by you. We have laid the foundation. The guns and bullets you talk about today, you did not want to talk about it. We successfully laid the foundation. And today, because you found yourself with 2 or 3 guns, you think you could take a life of the people. But we laugh. We have sympathy for you.
An independent that was misleaded by the League of Nations. And for 58 years, the people now have realized and they say no to the marginalization. What an interesting match pass.
The radio model, aux input, the Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
I dey here for that night. I no wan go back because they don't kill all my people. They spoil my things for house. They thief all our things. They rape our people. They do bad things. We no wan go back. We wan stay for Nigeria until we get our independence before we go back.
When you hear him completely, to cool my rope and more. It's the can you let we sing What shall I render to Jehovah? For he has done so very much for me. Come on, everybody. What shall I render to Jehovah? Hey! For he has done so very much for me. Nara, 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 What shall I render to Jehovah? For he has done. What shall I render to Jehovah?
Fellow Amazonians, God bless all of you people. Welcome to this platform. Welcome to Liberation TV. Today is the 20th of January 2020. I want to thank you people at Washington, D.C. It is 8:57 p.m. I want to thank you so much for all your contribution, for all your resilience and all your resistance during this movement. God bless you all and welcome to hear from our own side of the story. At this time, it is very sad, so sad to announce that yesterday, the 19th of January 2020, we all witnessed the killing of the Amazonian Defense Force, General Fon Nginyam of the Miluf Wing. It was very sad that we received the news, and everyone was very sad yesterday. But then, as if that was enough, we have also confirmed that the Major General of the ADF wing in Amazonia has been assassinated in the Bui state of Amazonia by Sharjah that was trained by ADF and hijacked and manipulated by some crooked fellows abroad. One of the crooked fellows that manipulated and destroyed the goodness in Sharjah actually worked for the US military in a mission in Germany. His name is Elvis. Fellow brothers and sisters, there is so much pain for the families that have lost their loved ones. Stand here as the voice of the nation to condemn all these assassinations that are linked and targeted to La République du Cameroon. I shall be bringing you some audios and so many videos connected to the events. At the same time, during the assassination, it didn't take up to 3 hours, and La République du Cameroon government has surrounded the entire Bui state of Amazonia. All the exit and the entries of Bui state of Amazonia have witnessed the heavily presence of La République du Cameroon military forces. This is the breaking news. We have lost one of the most finest Good Samaritan, one of the most finest caring and loving person in the history of our mankind. In the name of General Big Number Aka General Efang of the ADF Amazonian Defense Forces Wing. This, I call it, today, declare it as Black Monday in the state of Amazonia and the entire nation, Amazonia. It is so sad that a son that came on earth, bred and weaned by a woman, left his family, left his brothers and sisters, his fellow soldiers, a place where he was born and raised, to travel across and cut across states, sub-counties, villages and cities across Amazonia, past Rundop, Mancon. The people of Mancon didn't suspect anything. Past Rundop, the people of Ndop did not suspect anything. Gok Kitunjab, nothing. Bambalang did not suspect anything. Bamising did not suspect anything. Past a night in Babisi, the people of Babisi did not suspect anything. In fact, they opened their doors, cooked food, welcomed him in all these areas as he was passing, triumphantly welcome. Some of us have seen the videos of all the welcoming. Just upon entering the state of Bui, people, Ayese, suspected, ambushed him, and today he is killed. Why are we guilty? Why are we guilty that the people of Babisi, Ngoketonja, the people of Bamungo, the people of Ndop, the people of Sabga, the people of Bameli, the people of Mancon did not? What are we afraid in Bui? Criminal justice exists for so many reasons. You know, there is something I want to tell the nation today. I will not be surprised in some days or years to come to see a new group of Pentecostal or a new group of clergymen or pastors that will bring a new preaching on earth, which will be, maybe if we forgive Satan, there may be peace on earth, and they are going to preach forgiveness to demons, devils, and Satan. I will not be surprised that there is a new generation of pastors and men of God that will come on earth at one particular period, and they will change the minds of the people. And their preaching will be thus, that people should forgive Satan and there will be peace on earth. That actually to go to heaven, we must forgive even Satan, because God has said in the Bible, forgive your haters. I will not be surprised that one time on earth in the history of mankind, there will be a certain group of pastors that will preach this preaching. That if we forgive Satan, we will go to heaven, because God said forgive and forget. And that time, the role of criminal justice will be nothing, will be zero. And that time, the word justice will cease to exist. We can imagine how that time you could butcher like a whole entire village and then you'll be forgiven. And I could imagine how anyone can just commit mass murder and then the whole entire people will just come and forgive him because they want to go to heaven. That is the state of Amazonia today. When I read philosophy, I read the philosophy of Immanuel Kant, the German philosopher, and I also read the philosophy of so many war theologists. One time they said, there is a period within war that is called a period of war of all against all. We survived the first instances of that. We went to one time to reverting ourselves back to that and we avoided. But guess what? It has been reverted. Whenever in any struggle or revolution or war succeeds to pass a period of war of all against all, it is sure and certain that that revolution is God ordained and is going to deliver. We successfully passed very smoothly. During the time of the local government areas where our forces were asked to come to local government areas and schools, and La Republic murdered them with hunter guns. That was one of the period. During that period, so many long-mouthed pastors in the revolution has proclaimed the banning of other groups. Don't think that it started today. Don't tell us that you are killing them today because you have seen them here, but why the people of Bamungo did not kill them? Why the people of Babisi did not? Why the people of Ngokitunja? Why the people of Ndop? Why the people of Sabga Hills? Why the people of Bamili did not kill? Why only you feel suspected or suspicious? Are you the new Albert Einstein of Africa? Or are you the new Abraham Lincoln of Africa? Or are you the new, I don't know, the new, who are you? There's somebody we passed across all the northern state of Amazonia, and then on the last but one state, you will not suspect and hold them and just kill them. Have you forgotten that about a year or two ago, these people that you are killing today were banned by the same long-mouthed pastors that you stand and take orders for? We have evidences when they send the terrorists to Satan. You wrote condolence letters to Paul Biya and signed that you distance yourself from the killing of the terrorists that were coming and raping women. You wrote the letters to the leader, the terrorist leader, and plead that you are so sorry and gave them condolence messages. We are also aware that in 2017, before the apprehension of Ayok Seseko Tabi, that you maneuvered and sent him to Konangi, to Yaoundé, and also prayed that he should be neutralized after your impeachment. We also understand that more than 37 ADF forces from Taraba State in Nigeria were also apprehended and sent there because of your activities. We are aware. There is always a reason why the criminal justice and criminal investigation exist. We have got very finest criminal investigation professionals. Remember, we are keeping track of everything that is happening. I stand here as the Amazonian, the one that understands these things and keep it in my retentive memory. You shall kill me. You will not remove the videos from YouTube. You will not remove the videos from the blogs and from the website. The people who killed Jesus Christ thought that maybe if we kill Jesus Christ, the king of Judea, or they call him the king of Nazareth, or the king of the Jewish people, they thought that they will wipe out Christianity from mankind. Behold, Christianity become the biggest religion on earth. But they thought if you kill Jesus Christ, you killed the philosophy. There is no way in history where killing a leader of any philosophy has ended the philosophy. It has gone viral. I have said to everyone, if La République du Cameroon government did not ban the consortium, the people of Amazonia could have not in any way think so deep and far. The torturing of lawyers and teachers, the maiming, the brutality, all sort of acts that were done to our daughters and sons, to our children in the University of Boya, where they were tortured and maimed, where they were brutalized. That can never fade out from our minds. And we all accept and agree that is the reason why we came to this struggle. To say never again. And you can cook conspiracies from one conspiracy to another after your propagandas have failed. We have masters that have mastered political science. I am one of them. We can cook conspiracies if we want, but we want a better environment for our people to live. We are tired of fake stories upon fake stories. We are tired of manipulation from the brutal regime of Paul Biya in Cameroon. We are tired of deception. We are tired of political manipulation for the past 58 years. That is why we said never again shall this happen to our people. You shall bring conspiracies and bring the mindset of the people, and then you kill their own children. But you have forgotten that the people you manipulated thought and will not believe that you will actually kill their own children. The same people you manipulated to stand with you today are the one crying for their bereaved. You have not killed the children of Paul Biya. You have not killed the children from another country like Congo or Gabon. You have killed the children, those who has families, big families and huge families and tribes in Amazonia. You have evoked so many spirits. You have killed the soldiers in Bui that have come from so many different tribes in Amazonia, that have tentacles all spread in our nation. But the killing of ADF forces have not started today. We have all understood how you systematically wipe them out from the southern zone. You killed General Big Number after killing General Fon Nginyam. But that is not the first ADF you have killed. You killed General Ivo, and we all understand, and the whole nation cries, and during the anniversary of General Ivo's killing, you celebrate, and you cry more than the bereaved. Today we have seen the very same people that orchestrated this, standing together with the same leaders that have orchestrated this mishap. Some of you activists have been clapping hands for these leaders. One of the reasons why we say these leaders were terrible and horrible was during General Arke's kidnapped. We fought so hard and liberated General Arke. In that, General Amigo was killed because he was manipulated to join the cabals. We stood so hard, and I used all my power in the media. We stood so hard, and I want to thank Mom CV for standing so strong with me at that time. I would also expect her to have stood with me during the time of Bui. Just like we stood in Boyo. Collaborate and say a soldier that is held in kidnapping or communicado or incommunicado is a pain to the entire nation, because a cry of a woman is a cry to the nation. If we all understand that each and every one of us is a product of a woman, you know that if you do anything and harm each and every one, a woman somewhere is hurt. We are bound to act professionally with humanity. Where is that part of human in us? We have become sort of cannibals, sort of haters of our own selves, haters of our own ideologies, haters of our own opinion. What are we teaching our children and the next generation? That whenever we disagree among ourselves, killing each and every one is the only way out. That must end. We must continue to show a proof of total professionalism, collaboration if we cannot unite. Fellow brothers and sisters and fellow Amazonians, the state, the nation, we have tried the best to solve the problem in Bui. We went and begged the elders. The elders took all means, even the traditional method. The elders said the best way was to take an oath that no one will ever kill another one, like in any civilized situation where people put their hands either on the Bible or on the culture which they believe and take an oath. You swear by your blood that you will not kill your brother. But you know who escaped from the oath are the same people that have turned around and killed soldiers of our nation. But some of you are too blind to understand. If I am very clean, why will I escape from an oath swearing ceremony? People of we have not questioned. If you are so clean the way you say God is with you, why would you escape from swearing in and taking an oath that you will not kill? When everyone has come, every party, both parties are present. You say they are La Republic, they want to swear now that they will not kill you, and they want you to swear too that you will not kill them. Why the Bui warriors escape from the swearing situation? The battle line has been drawn. Fellow brothers and sisters and fellow Amazonians, I want to thank all of you people. It is this time that we understand who are the people that really have given their lives for this nation. During desperate times in your life is when you know who your real friends were. This is a defining moment. At a time when General Ivo was killed, they thought ADF was naked and was going to be wiped out. The ADF received very valiant people like me, Tapangs, the Kapos, and you have people, sympathizers of ADF continuously increased today. I think that the activists that have relented and stood for some time can now understand that when we stood with the ADF, it was a way to protest that we want to build a nation that is full of the code of conduct, respect to the Geneva Convention and the international accepted human rights. We cannot stand against our adversities and do the same thing over and over like our enemies. The families of these people rely on us at this juncture, as they were hoping on our forces. So many thousands of soldiers, as we know, believe in their factions. Taking away life of a commander that command more than 5,000 to 10,000 forces is a harm to the nation. This is what La République du Cameroon wanted. That's what our adversities wanted, but you have helped them. But my problem is now is not how they are killed, but why will La République du Cameroon activists be the first people to have the videos and audios of our killed soldiers? Don't forget when General Ivo was killed as masterminded by some of us today that have realized it, of course. La République soldiers were the first to that we saw the dead bodies of General Ivo. When General Fon Nginyam of Meluf ADF was killed yesterday, Mkonda Titus or Titus or you call him, my country people was the first to break the news and show the videos how a bullet went through his skull. Big Number was shot 3 times yesterday evening. 2 wonderful dreaded holes in his stomach and 1 dreaded hole in on his leg. He could not survive, and this morning he died. Rest in power, heroes of the nation. The history of every nation is written very boldly by those who stand the test of time. The blueprint of our nation shall be put in place by those who don't give up, but those who at every moment in life remember themselves, the reason why they came to this struggle. Now, you came to this struggle because Mami Api was set to ashes, burnt to ashes. You came to revolution after seeing a dreaded video of Cameroon government slaughtering, killing women, killing children, a child at the age of 4 months, 2 years, like baby Abigail and baby Martha. When you saw in far north how La République du Cameroon government military battered women and killed children at the age of 1 old and children crying, and you saw before America suspended the Cameroon military was sanctioned, 17 billion military aid was taken out from US military aid because of that reason. This year 2020, starting January 1st, US United States suspend Cameroon from the AGOA project based on the gross violation of human rights. And based on those human rights is the reason why we stood and said never again. Fellow brothers and sisters, why do we allow Satan and the enemies and the elements of darkness to take over our conscience, our human factor, and bury upon us the spirit of demons? This is the time for you to ask yourself You came to revolution because your own family member was killed. And you have not yet had justice for that family member that was killed. You cannot be discouraged if you were real. If you truly love the people of your family, your village, your friends, your girlfriend that was raped, your wife, your mother that was raped and tortured, you will not leave the struggle because of the things that are happening now, because you haven't had any justice for your people that were killed. The killing of these soldiers is more reason why we stand and say nothing else than ultimate, total liberation. Some of us continue to see ourselves in the bigger image because at some time, some of you are not understanding the concept yet. No justice for Ambazonians, no peace for Cameroon. No total freedom for Ambazonia. Cameroon and Paul Biya will not drink water so long as I am concerned. I have been a wanted person on their list for 3 good years. I tell Cameroon and the government of Cameroon that if they see me, they take me down, and if I see them, I take them down. It is what it is, because the life of our people must continue, and our people must not be extinct so long as I am concerned. That's why I'm the Major General, and you know what I do. The arming to teeth of our soldiers will continue. The arming to teeth of our soldiers will continue. So many dreaded arms and artilleries will continue to flow in. I insist. In the US, the Second Amendment is a right to the citizen. Under my roof, there is no bandit born of a human being that can enter and go alive when I am under the roof. Because of the fruitfulness of the Second Amendment, you have got to secure everyone that lives with you and under your roofs, to make sure that no dreaded thieves or bandits or any caliber of any dreaded human being that should not exist on earth should come and do any act and leave. I swear by my blood and the same spirit to the people of Ambazonia. We shall protect even the last man standing. We shall give protection not only to our human beings, but to our goats and dogs and animals. Our cows will sleep and nothing will harm them. Our plants shall flourish in the bushes. Not even fire, wildfire, shall consume them, so long as we are concerned. That is how much you know, how much we care about our humanity. Our coexistence as human beings. We have a right to coexist. Somewhere I read, when I see the United Nations and the human rights, no one in Africa ruled the human rights, but we have seen the rights to self-determination. Somewhere I read, somewhere they call it the human rights. No one in Africa ruled the human rights, but I see the right to self-defense. We did not write that, and we are taking advantage of that. And that's why I call each and everyone to respect the Geneva Convention. Be very steadfast and resolute. Remember, the people of Eritrea today are now seeking criminal investigation and justice for every family that had challenges during the time of their liberation. The people of East Timor are doing the same. For any country like Gambia, they did the same. For any country in Sudan today, as we are talking, the Sudan Criminal Court or criminal investigation continues, and every day upon every day is how they are unfolding things that happen behind closed doors during their liberation time. I want to assure Ambazonian families that justice must come. We already agree that Cameroon has no justice for us. Cameroon will never give us a solution to any of our problems. And we all agree that the civil law of La République, the French civil law, is very nasty and so bad that we cannot rely upon. And that's why we are here. We shall insist and stand together as strong. We shall erect our common law jurisdiction in our nation. Our children will never have our children and next generation will never be bad products of education system like we are caught up today. They will speak good grammar. They will undergo a very good systematic educational training programs, and their life will be very better than us today. One of the reasons we are standing strong is the crooked education system that Cameroon government gave us so as to subjugate us to their impunity and enslave us for so many years now, counting close to 60 years now. This is one of the reasons that we cannot look back One of the reasons we must continue to foster ahead and stand and strive as people to succeed. We are almost at arriving. We carried our cross and the cross was so heavy. The cross is very longer. And you think that if you cut the cross now, it will be lighter for you to travel. But when you're going to reach the promised land, you are going to see a river that is equal to the length of the cross you are carrying today. And you need to put that cross to pass across the river. And then you will say why you cut and threw one of the path away. And even if they bring the path to you, you cannot even patch it. You don't have a hammer, you don't have nails to patch it with. Or you don't have another additional wood to patch it with. Fellow Amazonian, the cross is very heavy and we must carry it. We came to this struggle by ourselves. We stand as ADF and there's nothing that's going to change our minds. If you think that you can systematically wipe the ADF, I want to tell you that Cameroon thought that they could wipe Amazonian people out because the name Amazonia brings a lot of pain to Cameroon. I want to reiterate here that in the history of mankind, there's no way you have wiped the philosophy. Killing the prophet cannot kill the gospel of the prophet. And that is the absolute reality here. The more you fight us, the more we have sympathy for you. ADF continue to stand so strong and tall. Supporters of ADF continue to stand so strong and tall. Now last time be time. One of the reasons when I listen to the long mouth pastor, Pentecostal pastors in Maryland and Texas, in USA, saying that the reason why they killed big number was because they saw them with the B military uniform. Where are the pictures? And if that is even true, we have a video here of Free Marshal here with the B uniform. I want you to see this. What do they have? What are they dressed with? This is the uniform of Cameroon government militaries. This is the BIR. Here, I want us to see it very well. The BIR uniforms. This is Field Marshal with these BIR uniforms here. If you say you wanted, you kill them because they have the military uniform of the BIR. What is this Field Marshal your brother wearing?
They make this video.
Fellow Amazonians, look at the soldiers of Field Marshal. What are they wearing? The hat, everything is the military of Cameroon. Now, do you have every reason to kill ADF forces because you have seen them with the B uniform?
But Field Marshal, they alive.
Then what should happen to your own brother Field Marshal?
And my soldiers, they alive.
Fellow Amazonians, some people are demons in the revolution. And I think that some of us can understand now. There is a rhetoric I've made here. Some people think that you can go to heaven if you unite with the Satan. God will forgive you. Some people, there are some pastors in the revolution that will start preaching now that, oh, we need to bow down to Satan and then there will be peace on earth. Fellow brothers and sisters, watch out. This desperate time is the time when some new people will infiltrate and try to turn you to think the other way is around. Remember, we have come a long way to be where we are today. I caution each and everyone to stand strong. Don't look back. Don't look back. We have been through all this. I have been one of the major frontliners. I have received so many insults, threats, pictures of my family out in media. A lot of nasty things have been said about my family members, and you have seen that all. All of you have seen probably than I do because I have my ears don't see that anymore. I've been sabotaged by La Republique in so many ways. Gone to all the ministries and my pictures and everything is there. That has not changed who I am. A fight for humanity is a fight you don't. Even Abraham Lincoln that was assassinated by his own people because he abolished slave trade. Despite the fact that they killed him, did not stop the abolition of slave trade. Martin Luther King was assassinated. But people thought that when you assassinate Martin Luther King, you could still enslave the black Americans. That did not work. When they killed Gandhi, they thought that the people of India could still remain as slaves under the colonial empire, but that did not work. When the people thought that killing one of the most golden African leader, Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, Gold Coast, Ghana, they thought that could stop Africans from demanding their absolute independence, but that did not work. They used the people of Kwame Nkrumah to kill Nkrumah, and they thought that was going to eliminate the African quest for freedom. That did not work. They thought assassinating Thomas Sankara was going to end the quest for freedom to his people, but that did not work. They thought killing Patrick Lumumba was going to end the people from fighting to have their freedom, but that did not work. They thought assassinating Julius Nyerere was going to stop his people from fighting to have freedom, but that did not stop. Some 2 years ago, some thought assassination of General Ivo was going to destroy the ADF. After all conspiracies, you cook stories upon stories, but that did not work. In fact, the ADF has grown bigger than ever before. Today, I have people who believe in the Bui warrior today, calling me today and telling me that so long as they live alive, I don't want to say the things that they say today. Just as Nambere thought he could kill and kill and kill, today he is calling Paul Biya Papa. You are killing the very same sons and daughters of the place where you live and you were born, where your own family live. But you thought that you have monopoly of power now because you have 2 or 3 acres that the people of Bui gave to you. Don't forget some thought like that. Today they are nowhere to be found. I know it is very easy to brainwash somebody from so. That's why people know everywhere around the world, even Oyobo people already know. If you get a woman or a girlfriend from so tribe, you have a good girl, you have a good wife. Because they are easily brainwashed. When you brain them and they give you their hearts, even when you maltreat them and do domestic violence to them, they will remain in the relationship saying that for the sake of their children. We have seen our mothers live with our brutal parents, our brutal fathers. We have seen this happening, where our mother says they cannot live for the sake of their children. That is a typical so thinking and a typical so people. That's how they think and reason. This time today, you thought that you have brainwashed the people of so to believe in your narratives. But this is a never again generation. You thought that they are Ango fools, as Cameroon, our adversity, called them. But today, they have risen. I have received uncountable calls since yesterday. The very same people that supported the Bui County worldwide are now questioning and saying that some people have hijacked the Bui County worldwide from their hands. Have you seen the consequences? I told you people of Bui that thing Bui Warriors has been hijacked. Today you have never seen me say anything about Bui Warriors because I knew the consequences. These are the effects of county by county and they continue to come. Because if they were not county lines, why will somebody even arrest another one because they are coming to his place? This is tribalism. These are the effects. So many leaders, even Dr. Akwanga said that. Today they neutralize Dr. Akwanga and all his Sokadefians. They don't exist because of the same country by country. Look at where we are today. The very same mafia man who was driven from the palace, Sheikh Tatawo's Kandi, Sevedum, was driven from the palace because of his Kongosa, because of his double-sided. He will come to the palace and corrupt all the palace king's men. He was banned from the palace. The very same Tata Sheikh Tatawo's Kandi is the pivotal of this confusion in Bui. The Elvis and the Brandon and the woman that you hear, they are just second people coming in. Sheikh Tatawo's Kandi was the one that brought the idea of Bui warriors. Sheikh Kaviwo Meliman Pike can tell you how I was dissatisfied and I opted never to be part of that. They can tell you is one of the reasons why I quit from ADF forum in Bui. I told them that anything with Bui warrior will bring nothing good in so land. Sheikh Tatawo's Kandi brought it. Today you saw him in Chris Ano's TV, in Libya Lem TV. You saw him in Libya Lem TV today talking not like if somebody from So. The blood of the children of So are in your hands. Sheikh Tatawo's Kandi Sevedum. The battle line has been drawn. When you touch any Ambazonian, you touch me. You touch any citizen of Amazonia, you touch me. I've said it. I have never looked at the enemy to be of anything to me. I look at President Paul Biya of Cameroon and I tell him, President Paul Biya, I am not afraid of you. I've heard how you kill thousands of people. But I want to tell you the battle line has been drawn. I want to thank the United States for the support they have given. The support is so tremendous. I want to thank the U.S. Congress, the U.S. House. I want to thank Karim Bass who did a survey and went to Cameroon and brought the results to the U.S. Congress. There is progress. Progress has been made. Maurice Kamto might think that he has come to talk to these few people and they can find a fine line and stand in the neutrality. The neutrality they stand will only help us, the people of Amazonia, because that is recognition. We call it internationalization of our struggle. Fellow brothers and sisters, we have won in so many fronts. Don't think that one day we will just say, oh, we win today. The battle is won systematically, gradually, slowly but surely. We are working on that. You will fight and batter us, but we shall win the war and give you the state of Amazonia. We are ready for that. When we came to the revolution, our soldiers have said it every day. For better and for worse, they have given their blood already. They declare themselves already and they cry. When they sing, Mama, don't you worry, worry, Mama. When they sing this song, some of you listen and cry. Some of you listen and cry when they sing the song. When they cry and say they are going away now, they might come back another day. So we want to remind this for big number. Amazonia, don't you worry, worry. I said, don't you worry. We are saying goodbye to big numbers. Oh, Mama, don't worry. One day, don't you worry. One day, don't you worry. One day there will be justice for our fallen heroes. Mama, Mama, don't you worry. When we sing like this, we remember our journey. And the people don't saw. I remind you again. Zamsai, ayetsa yun zamsai, ayetsa you know, boveri lo yun zam one ver, zamsai, ayetsa yun zamsai, ayetsa you know, boveri lo yun zam one ver, zamsai, mayuirim, akwaki zamsai, ayetsa you know, boyo one poo. Remember, if you can buy life, you yourself will never die. If you can afford to buy, you yourself will buy your life and you will not die. Remember that this is life and we all have to pass on earth. When you kill, remember that you yourself will never ever remain on earth. Each and everyone will pass away. When you shorten the life of another one, that's your brother, your sister, have not caused any harm. You have no evidences. Remember, the way you feel threatened is the way other people too feel threatened in front of you. You should know that your fear is a fear of others. You should know that your pain is the pain of others. And you should know your anxiety is the anxiety of others too. No one has monopoly of power. You may think that you are the king. But let me tell you that Nambere at one time was disarming the forces and thinking that he was the king. The blood of Gusang is talking. That's why Nambere is going left and right. Nigeria, no way. He went to Nigeria, bought a car, tried to settle in Nigeria. The blood of Gusang is on him. He went to La Republic and calling Cameroon Papa. And today you have seen him, Douala Yaoundé. Very soon he will go down. The blood of Gusang that we know. We know if you have not disarmed ADF in Gusang, this could have not led to the killing of our people. You disarm them, cause confusion among them, and all the soldiers that we are killing Gusang are all ADF soldiers. Tiger, Bie, all are our soldiers. Those are the sons of General Ivo. We know it. You manipulated them and then turned them to fight among themselves. You think that the criminal justice will think the way you think? You have fufu mentality? Criminal justice does not have fufu mentality. The common law is not a fufu mentality. Continue with the fufu mentality. One day the fufu will fufu you. Fellow Amazonians, I want to permit me in the first time to call you this. Bunch of hypocrites. Bunch of lunatics. When it happened in Batibo, the name Ayabacho was trending in everywhere, in Twitter, in Facebook, in Google, everywhere. The name Ayabacho was trending everywhere. Today they have killed your finest in Boy. Because it is the pastors in command. You are all quiet. Bunch of hypocrites and lunatics. We shall all die one day. We shall all die one day. You have seen the Francophone calling Free Marshal for collaboration. If that was ADF, you could have called ADF as La Republique. We are not going for that nasty games. We ain't got time for that. And it ain't hard to tell. Last time be time. All of us shall face the same criminal justice. I myself, I shall account for all everything I've done. If I stand with our people, our people will stand for us. To anything that you have done, you shall pass through the same common law that we are fighting for. Maybe you don't know how dangerous common law is. Maybe you think that common law can be bribed and corrupt. Maybe you don't know the dangerous nature of the common law. You cannot bend common law. All of us shall be held accountable. No be I hear say, you shall come and testify, we shall all testify. Conspiracies are part of the thing the common law do. They interpret conspiracies. You can make so many conspiracies today. You say they were carrying the camp baits and you kill them. Somebody want to kill you, they carry the camp baits, they take the boots and they put in the bags to come and kill you. Why the people of Bamising did not kill them? Why the people of Bamungo, the people of Bamising did not kill them when they saw the same materials? Or you think you are the first people who saw the materials? People welcomed them wherever they were passing. Sing the songs of joy. They were going to the mission that you don't even know the mission. When the mission of General Efang will be delivered, Ambazonia, you will triumph. The mission of General Efang cannot fail. Thank God you thought that you took something. You took 1% from General Efang. General Efang, he was just passing to leave that in Bui and go to where he was going for the real mission. When the mission of General Efang will be delivered, fellow Ambazonians, remember, the result, the fruits of your PIN project that they fight is the reason why they are killing our forces. This is the fruit of the PIN project that they thought we not. People have done multiple millions of dollars and they have not done anything. They didn't buy anything. They sponsored the TV. They now use their powers now to disarm ADF and use the weapons. But what they took from ADF in Bui is just 1%. Big Number was only passing. The mission of Big Number was just passing, going somewhere. When the mission of Big Number will be delivered, some of you will be shocked. Fellow Ambazonians, your PIN project is intact and the materials are intact. The mission of Big Number might have been killed, but his mission is still intact. And I think that he's proud that they didn't got him when he has acquired the mission that he wanted to do. The money and the funds for the PIN project, the procurement is still intact. And days from now, you shall be proud. I want to assure you people, don't lose focus. You shall be proud. In days from now or weeks from now, you shall be proud. If you are not proud, call me bastard. We shall fight La Republic and eliminate La Republic terrorists from Ambaland. The Ambazonian Supreme Court has a role to play. That's why one of our preoccupation priority now is to give you that right away by making sure that we eliminate all La Republic from our land. Which there is no South Sudan in Ambazonia. We do not believe in that in Ambazonia. Don't believe in that either. These are pertinent issues. The way they have killed commanders in Bui is the same way Cameroon killed Samsoya, slaughtered Samsoya, killed Pa David, burned Mami Api to ashes. They went to Belo or Baali about a year ago, went to Baali, killed more than 28 people, chemical killing and burned them to ashes. You saw the videos. What happened in Bui is 1 or 2 or 16 in Gen. As of now, it is alleged that 16 of those forces have been neutralized. Sharjah has killed 16 forces since yesterday, counting. 16 has been killed. God ordained revolution. 16 people have been killed in Bui as we are talking right now, including Big Number. So many times we got up in the morning and saw people battered in sub-local government area, see people killed, and we thought La Republic did the act. But you know, all of those things, we are not La Republic. When La Republic want to kill a soldier and they surrender, they take them to Konengi. Let us be very factual. When the La Republic want to kill a soldier and they surrender, they take them and disarm them and take them to Konengi and jail them for life. We have seen that. Jail them for 15 years, 16 years, 10 years. We have seen this. You want to ambush ADF forces, they drop down, you take them to their camp and you kill them. It is first of all against the Geneva Convention. That even if somebody was coming to attack you and apprehend him and the person surrender, you do not kill the person. It is part of the Geneva Convention. Fellow Ambazonians, you are a bunch of hypocrites, because if this was done by ADF, like you assume in Gusang you even have no idea how the conspiracy was routed around. You all turn it to ADF. But when they took ADF weapons, they were crying for the weapons, but you said nothing. All you do was to sabotage Dr. Cho, as you have always been the case. I want to thank the people of Bui. I have listened to your cries. You have called me and told me how your hearts are feeling. Remember that we all funded the Bui County worldwide. We gave them the weapons that are using now to kill our own people, our own family members. Should I need to tell you what to do, or you already know what to do? I want to thank the people of Bui County worldwide that are shaming the Sheikh Tatawos Kandi, the Elvis, and the gang. I want to thank all of you people for this. Something very important I want to show you people here. This is how you know our life has been to this struggle. Let me show you people something. My people, about a year, well, La Republican put me as wanted man for all sides. People working for La Republic, when now we own people, them show me everything. Show my name in La Republic website and everywhere. I saw it. As like any human being, you know, I check and say, it is so. That means sometimes this thing no easy. Make I fight with sense. I say, make I go. Since I don't day for America, since I be very legal person for America, I get papers, I get everything. I say, make I go do this thing where they call them say nationality. Now here I go spend almost $900. I go apply for neutralize. Make I show you now. At one point I say, I'm fighting to have a nation. I want to enjoy the nation. Why should I become a US? I told myself and I refuse to go for. I want to show you people this. You're gonna see them. I know they talk blah 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 for here. You're gonna see how we love Amazonia. I want you people to read this with me. Do you see this? Can you see this? Do you know what they call this Form 400 application for this? Notice of administrative what? Closed application. What the way they come right am, dear Franklin Vela. Thank you for submitting for Form 400 application for neutralization. Under Section 316 of the Immigration and the Nationality Act, USCIS, schedule you to appear for a neutralization interview on July 18, 2019. However, you did not appear for your interview, nor did you submit any correspondence to the USCIS explaining why you were unable to appear for the interview. I have spent almost $700 for this thing. I paid money for this, $900. That's almost 500,000 francs even. I told myself, I'm fighting for a nation. The nation don't come. Why I want to be America for what? I said for what? Why I want to be America for what? When I want to fight for where I want to, my heart day, where I go want to be America. I say, I don't want to go for that thing. Because I want to believe in my nation from my heart, so I can fight like this is the last thing that I have to fight. What do you want to show us? You want me to regret? I don't regret. I'm telling you that you have, the more you cause pain to our people, the more you make some of us to be wolves. We have been too nice and we know it. And the consequences of us being nice, we have fairer than any other one. It's not the first time you have killed ADF forces, not the second time and not the third time. And anytime you kill, you make a conspiracy and use the TV. You use the TV to brainwash our people in Ground Zero to believe in what you think. One time, La Republic thought that they had monopoly of press, monopoly of CRTV. Just as you are proving to La Republic today that you have TV too, don't think that you have monopoly of TV, monopoly of press, and monopoly of journalism. Slowly but surely, there is time for everything. At this time, we challenge the AGOVC and the ADF to understand the importance of media. If you will have to spend all your own contribution, you take everything and spend in bullets and guns, and then they seize from you and use it again and kill your own forces. Then you have to think. It is better to have one gun that you are sure of than to have 5 guns that will instead kill your own soldiers. This is a wise saying here. I will end that one here. What I'm saying is this. It is better to have one gun you are sure of that will last and liberate homeland than to have 5 soldiers that will be disarmed the next day and used to kill your very same soldiers you intended to give the guns to. A word for a wise is enough. We have said it over and over, time and again, the importance of the media. Fidel Castro is in Netflix. He reiterated for any leadership that want to fight for independence, the importance of the media, the importance of the resources. Go to Netflix and follow Fidel Castro before he became a vampire. He stated how he won the liberation in Cuba. I will challenge everyone to go and read it or listen to it. The reality is the reality and facts are facts. We have done everything since day one. They have kidnapped our guns and given to But in Batibo, you see Commando using our very same gun killing Timaya. The guns they took from Timaya, they use it to kill Timaya. In Bui state of Amazonia, the very same gun they took from Capo, took from Ebube, took from ADF has been used to kill ADF forces. We are aware of all this. Don't act as if you don't know it. But otherwise, those guns, you can use it to pay TV bills and secure the small little guns that you have. Think about it now. And your own soldiers will still be alive. This is called for being smart. The money for one or two of those guns could have paid TV bills, and you will still have some of the guns. Why you mobilize the people in Ground Zero to understand your own side? The majority of the people in Ground Zero are not getting your own side, and that's why we have been on the black side of this history. Because the people in Ground Zero listen from only one mouth, because what they see is that ABC TV. How do you expect us, our soldiers, not to be fought in this way? It is time for us to change the narratives, and change narrative does not mean that we continue to say no. We want to just give materials, but then every day they are disarming us. Last time in Monyenge, in Mato, they disarmed 10 sticks from us. They did not return all the sticks. Till now, I don't even confirm that all the sticks were returned. Batibo, not all the sticks were returned. We know the reality. In Bui, not all the sticks have been returned to Sharjah. Not even one single stick have been returned to Ebube. And now another sticks have been seized, amounting to 40-something thousand US. And are we still going to stand and say, oh, we don't want to use money in the TV? With 40-something thousand dollars, we have paid TV for almost 1 year. And we have to educate our people too, to listen from our own side, to know the reality. Some of us today are listening because we all saw all this and we live abroad, and we have a little bit of mind to listen and think. Amazonian people, we must secure and protect the lives of our soldiers. It's our duty. We challenge our governing council to look onto the TV, media TV, we mean satellite TV. It is something that we cannot afford to escape it. We have reached at an extent where there must be balance of power and collective security. We should understand that. Hello, actually, I'm online. We are online. I'm online TV show right now as we are talking. So we talk later. Thank you. So the lines are there. Anyone can call and talk. If you want to say something before I end the show today, it was just a briefing. So if there's anything else, I think I have some few couple of audios here for you people to listen to it before we end the briefing today. And I want to thank all of you people that came here, all of you that shared. It is very, very disheartening. And I know all Mandelas are in pain. I understand. But I have told them this is a time when the struggle really need them the most. We did not come to celebrate parties and bazaar. We came to because we suffered. That's why we stand today, because of the continuous gross human rights abuses to our people. It has only added. La Republic has done worst. We must continue to stand and batter them. Listen to this.
Yeah, house. I greet everybody for house. Now, good evening for house. Amen. I get some one problem. Well, I see I feel explain for house. Sometimes somebody, if we get the contact, go pass direct, give me. Because I don't go for a commander group line, the number need they pass. Any might get number for bouncer for charger area. Me if forward and for me I beg. I don't send my boys them for seeker preparation for bouncer. They go take more jazz than for bouncer. Church I don't hold them all lock and for up there. Don't lock them all for up there with Tabiqui for day too, and then some soldier them for Bali day. So other one they for Batibo. So you don't just lock them all. So they don't even kill one commander for Meza for day. So I beg any man he get number he pass direct line for Chacha his side there. He give one for me. Or any number for any fighter for Banso he pass direct line. Me forward and for me please at the beg house.
Another one?
I think they say one cocoa need they spoil their true. If so one cocoa spoil the other one, them whatever they find. Okay, that means as I be ADF. Me I be ADF. So if I go for play ADF, the buy granite, I go for day. If I go buy granite, the ADF go to Nama, I no buy my own granite. We go cash me. We need to calculate the fight now. So we would have don't talk inside our own commander group for you. We can say, oh yes, it is so. That time they say they did serious for we. We pull warm up, we fight this fight. After the warm up, if the disorder they back for we, the disorder continue. But when they make national now more disorder they continue. The very same church, I mean, I don't solve. If I don't solve some problem too. And if get eye contact with them, say no, the problem be solved. I be explain me all thing, and I feel even forward and two for you, yeah. So if you tell me how the problem start and if it be solved, it explain on me say they don't understand themselves. Who say misunderstanding become on. Now one fight, yes. Move forget about the diaspora. Say some man go talk so it make confusion for down here. They will go for day down instead down here now one more. No, so the fight now one fight. So much just see ADF man vote Akila. No, I no ever work that kind of work. Man, no fit tempt me. I'm mixing. Oh, the quarter, he never ever tell with that kind of one.
That's another one.
Greetings, Amazonians. This one a red security announcement for the whole of Amazonia, specifically for Bui and the northern zone counties.
So after where they don't kill General Efang and the ADF forces for Bui, Shaja just murdered more than 16 ADF forces murdered. Now, this is the intelligence of La Republique revealed. At the same hour that Shaja is killing our forces, La Republique surround Bui. Listen to this. Latest intelligence.
Today. Greetings, Amazonians. This one a red security announcement for the whole of Amazonia, specifically for Bui and the northern zone counties. Today, on Monday, the 20th of January, time is about 6 p.m. Amba time. We'll get information, credible, tested and seen. Say La Republique, they don't put their forces all along the Bamenda Kumbo Highway, starting from below Jakiri, right up to Kumbo. Any person where they come out for that stretch of road, be careful. Actually, may every person avoid that major road. We know to say they don't position themselves for Oku and they be ready for come down for inside Kumbo. So Bui forces will go be attacked this night from two fronts. They come down from Oku through Tadu Meluf for close down on Wuna, and they don't block every entrance from that side for Dzekwa. So definitely any backup from that side, make gonna try for use different route for enter inside town. We advise all civilians with a day, especially for Meluf, Tadu, Ibao, Oku, or when we stay for corner road, this road where I don't talk, make una vacate una houses immediately. Every civilian where there for corner road, Jakiri, Nkar, Sop, right up to Melin, and Tobin area, go for Meluf Road, right up to Oku. Every person where stay corner these roads them, make una vacate right now. This one at 6 p.m. And when we come out, of course, make una know, we wanna make sure say more kuna look a place when they go very well, because these people them as we know they're going to come down from Oku, they're going to come inside town from Milim side. Of course, we know which side their target be. As for the rest of the population and other forces, brace yourself and be ready. We know say. Their target now for come free, the ADF people that were to come yesterday for kill and maim we own people. One tail population say the boys then be ready. God bless Amazonia.
When I don't hear this one, I want to thank all the activists because they have shown some great concerns. I want to thank Mark Barretta. I want to thank El Funky, Don El Funky. I want to thank you. I want to thank Eric Tato. I would have loved to thank Yannick Chicot, but You cannot support people that have killed my brother and you want to cry more than me. That's what Julius Malema of South Africa said. Mama, show us a signal. Even those who kill him are crying more than us, the bereaved. After we fought, me, Yani, and you and me, we fought for the freedom of General Arke. That's why we stood against anyone that was campaigning that General Arke should be killed or should be kept in prison for life. Sako signed it. That's why some of us say Sako was a bad leader. And today you stand with them and chaos upon chaos continue. And you want to tell me that you are against the killing of... When you stand with their own county, with their own leadership, brother, you are a capital hypocrite. You have helped the leaders to kill our people. Now you want to stand to cry for more than us. Hypocrite. Your hands, you know. Don't act like you are nice. When we know how you go behind the scene and sit with them and propagate for them. You want to act now like you care. I know some of you are American citizens, so just you don't care about the people there because your bread has been buttered. You now want to cry more than us. When we know you are the one that support pastors and their ideologies that have led to the killings. And you want to now show that you care about ADF. Give me a break. Hypocrites. Some of them are crying more than us. Showing concerns more than us. I call for calm to everyone. God's time is the best. Don't worry. Messiah have been killed. But you cannot stop Christianity. When I did coordinate geometry in mathematics, when I did coordinate geometry, or how you call it, angles, there is something I discovered is called, I don't know where you call it, Pythagoras theory or Pythagoras theorem. This Pythagoras, who discovered this formula that is called, I think it is hypotenuse square is equals to half base time height, something like this. When he brought this formula, all the mathematics refused and rejected. He traveled around the world trying to convince mathematicians. All mathematicians rejected. He went and committed suicide. From the time he died, mathematics went to the laboratory and trying to see why he died. He wanted us to look at this, and they discovered that he was right. There is no way you can do angles. People who are contractors, engineers in public works, construction of bridges, construction of roads and pavement without using the Pythagoras theorem. But the one who discovered that theory was he hung himself. Messiah of that theorem died. You thought you have killed ADF, but you thought you killed the messiahs, but you cannot kill the philosophy. The reality is that Amba must be freed with independence. Because it is that independence that will bring justice to them. We are fighting for the independence, for a sound justice to our people from La Republic or anywhere. If I did wrong to our people, I will face the same justice system. Field Marshal and Libya Alem has called us so many names. We have not advocated to kill him. We have never even thought about that. We don't do that. You left from Batibo and you went to Bui. The same thing you did to Batibo, you're doing in Bui. If you accuse Dr. Cho that he was the one doing in Batibo, why now? Is Cho and Bui doing this? The time for reckoning will come one day. The time will come one day, we shall all pay for this. And I want to be the last man standing. Because, oh, I love justice. Oh my God, I love justice. I love to see justice. Some of you will sit on your wheelchair without your hands and arms, without your legs, maybe with one eye, but you shall be persecuted. You must be alive. Our dream is that everyone committing atrocities must be alive, because if they are not alive, how shall justice be performed? Some of you shall sit in the courtroom with no leg, no hands, and only one eye to see, just with one eye, maybe one of your ear not there, but you shall face the justice. So you understand how it is to live a life in that way. Our cry is that anyone committing atrocities must live long, because the time for reckoning will come, where our justice system will handle it, since we are fighting for a sound common law jurisdiction. I hope that some of you understand the meaning of common law. It's one of the most strict jurisdiction that exists. You all listen to America and you like the American jurisdiction. Don't worry. I say, Mama, don't you worry, don't you worry. So don't worry. Don't worry. Stand strong today. It is today I'm going to know the real Agopsist. It is today I know the real Mandelas. It is from today I know those who came to revolution with the real heart that Mami Api was burnt to ashes, and that there must be justice for Mami Api. If you are living today because of one person that have added Mami Api, you have forgotten the thousands that have been murdered. You have forgotten the thousands of refugees and thousands of internally displaced, millions of people displaced. The killing of 1 or 2 of our soldiers cannot make you to forget the thousands that have been killed. They are killed the same way that these ones have been killed. Most of those killings are done by these cartels. La Republic has killed together with these cartels. They all interchange ideas. That's why our leaders in Nigeria were kidnapped. Our forces in Taraba State were kidnapped. ADF has been fought even from outside of Amazonia. What did the ADF forces in Taraba did to these people that they went and killed? And they make conspiracies, went to Nigeria, report them, and what did they do? At that time, there was nothing like Batibo or Gusang thing existing at that time. They have all been collaborating with La Republic in any way to eliminate anything that concerns us. Let me tell you that I was born and raised in Bui. They have never born any son of a bitch. Let me say it this way, permit me to be sarcastic. There's no son of a beast, and I hope this my Facebook and TV permit this word to be out. No son of a beast or a bitch can do anything and stop me from where my placenta is. You know what will happen? That's when you will know that some people are skinny and small, but what is inside them is not a human heart when they want to have freedom for the people. I want to say they have not born any son of a bitch that can disdain my way to walk through to Bui. And another son of Bui, like me, cannot in any way have any power to pronounce and help the enemy to pronounce that some of the people cannot come to the land. What are you talking about? What type of weed do you smoke? Who is your drug supplier? What type of cocaine do you sniff? But I want to tell you that I will correct those who are nostrils that sniff bad stuff. The type of weed that you smoke, I want to tell you that I will be the psychiatrist to correct you in a very profound manner. But you shall be in the federal jail. You might have no legs or no arms or one eye, but you shall serve your prison terms accordingly. There will be justice, and I want to assure all the families that are bereaved today, we stand with you, our condolences. We stand with Amazonia today, just like we stood with you when La Republic battered our people and killed our people. We shall stand in trenches and fight until thy kingdom come. No retreat, no surrender. Nakatapilago move for the revolution. Enough said for today. I want to thank you today and have a wonderful time. This was Liberation TV, and this is yours, Major General Verla. Today, the host in Liberation TV. Drink some water and be calm. Drink some water and reflect. If you need any assistance, I am here to help you. If you are short of motivations, I am here to help you. Call me. You see my phone numbers are ringing every day. The mobile phones are here. Call any of the numbers that you have. I shall respond to you accordingly. I will not waste a single time not to take your call. Call me if you need any motivation, any encouragement. If you are facing any challenges, even be it psychological traumas, I am here for you. Don't forget that I am a well-trained, I have associate of nursing in United States. My associate degree in nursing, my associate degree in RN in United States can still permit me to counsel you. I used to work for Human Life Apostolate, counseling a lot of people, and I could still do it today. I've been a motivational speaker. I've studied the Skinnerian theories against the Bandura theory. I could still counsel you. Reach out to me at any time and feel free. I'm here for you. We are here for each and every one. It is not a time to give up. It's a time to strengthen our ties and strengthen our resistance. There are struggles ordained. Who says it was going to be better? Independence is not a walk on the park. It is not like a pear plucked from a tree. Don't think it is that way. It's never, has never been. But we shall succeed. The way we behave during the most challenging period of time defines who we are. Our blueprint is written by people who don't give up. For any society, the blueprint was written by those who don't give up. In the America, there were only 13 states that fought for the independence of America when they meet their estates. When the U.S. estate meets somewhere, I don't know, Boston, and plan, America was only 13 states at the time. They fought today, and U.S. have 50 plus 1 states today. And you all are happy that U.S. is the great nation on earth. But there were people, the Thomas Jefferson, Adam Smith, that sat and said never again. Crafted their constitution, the preamble of the U.S. Constitution. And today you have a great nation on earth called U.S. And they fought and battered their enemies in trenches because they did not give up. They achieved the goal, freedom for the children and their generations. Amazonia, we are humans just like Americans we are. And we cannot look back. This is not the time. This is a time for us to remind ourselves why we came here. Why are we here? We are here because our people have suffered. We are here because we have been subjugated to impunity. We are here because the colonial regime want to eradicate us. We are here because we have to fight to win a total liberation for our children and our future generation. Therefore, I challenge each and every one. I challenge all of you to stand strong. I challenge all of you to not forget why we are here. I challenge all of you with submission to remind yourself, if you won, if you have achieved the goal, anyone killed just at the pains of our people, the anger, and there's a reason why we must stand up stronger. And we know La Republic is behind all these things. Without La Republic, these things will not happen. By the way, philosophically, let me use philosophy. After I've been preaching theology to you, now philosophy. If La Republic has not declared war upon us, would these people have had opportunity to kill your people? Now, when you want to give up, you don't see La Republic is the bigger enemy there that have caused all these things, that have come behind and engineered our own brothers and sisters to kill themselves. Haven't you forgotten that it was La Republic that declared war? We must batter them, so that when we batter them, justice will come. Remember the philosophy. Don't give up, people. This is the time for us to write the blueprint, to write our real history. This is a time for you to put yourself in the history, to write it down. This is your time to be the father of the nation, the mother of the nation, the state families. This is the time the nation needs you the most. The nation do not need you during the most pretty time, the good time, bazaar, celebration. The nation needs you at a time when there is tribulations. This is the test of time. This is when you make your disciples. This is a time for me to know the true Mandelas. This is a time for me to know the true Mandelas, the true disciples of the revolution. Those who can stand for better and for worst. This revolution is like a marriage. You go in for better and for worst. Whatever your partner do, you absorb. You sometimes cry in pain and sleep, even facing the wall without looking each and every one. But the next morning, you still, the next 2-3 days, you come together, you stand, you continue to move. But hey, you move as a family. You do not move with an external agent that has come to kill. We will never move with La Republic. We understand that as a people. If you need any counseling or any motivation, I am out. At this desperate time, I understand the trauma we are going through. I understand as a healthcare personnel. I give my services that I have never given to any institution since I completed my associate. I have not given that service to anyone, but I give it to the nation. Fellow Amazonians, I am out here ready to help you out. Reach out to me for any counseling or anything. I understand what you are going through. I myself, if I have not made myself who I am today, I could have been going through that. My brother was beheaded, but you have seen me not blink. Don't think that I will blink when Efang is killed. The wolf nature of me has been rekindled. The lion nature of me is continuously rekindled. Maybe about 2-3 years ago, I was a tiger. Maybe I was an antelope 3 years ago. I became a tiger. Now I became a lion. Now I become like a lion plus a wolf all together. Now maybe I'm now a wolf, a lion, and a hyena. The more continuously, the more I continue to be tough. That is how we should be as a people that are determined to fight. I want us to have the spirit of Japan during the First World War. Japanese empowered their children to become hyenas, wolves, and lioness and tigers. Amazonian people, let us stand strong. This is the time that you yourself will tell yourself that you stood the test of time. We shall tell stories upon stories after independence, and our children shall sit and watch us like TVs. We shall become the bibliothèque, the encyclopedia of our journey, the encyclopedia of our blueprint, the encyclopedia of our history. Don't forget, the time will come when I shall call names of the people who stood with me. There are some women in this revolution like Mom Nagela Gilles. When I call her, it's because I understood during the time of Skakuf, when God told me the message, I was telling an Amazonians we are not listening. Mom Nagela Gilles, Grandma Sally, Wali on the moves, the Mercy, and few women were those who stood with me during that time of Skakuf, when almost 99.9% Amazonians were radicalized to believe in the very same people that are killing us today, who believe in Folihocas going to have independence from the court today. They are fighting those who remain with self-defense. Install self-defense in that the village you say was Nigeria. The fight for aid Gov has not started today. You call them Changshu boys when you did not even believe in them. And today you want now to become the real Changshu boys. The criminal justice work very perfectly, and I understand that. The expert will handle it. I want to thank Ray Tima. Some of you don't know what and who Ray Tima is. I want to thank him because I know what he is. I want to thank him that he is seeing all these things at this time happening. And I want to thank Mr. Ashu, who works for the Gambian Supreme Court. They are watching all these things. These are finest brain in Amazonia that I believe in them. They work for the Supreme Court system of other countries, and they are involved in the revolution, and they are seeing everything today. These two people have named people at my ages, Retima, Ashu, Mr. Ashu there in Gambia. I want to thank them. They are seeing all these things. Our Supreme Court tomorrow is very juicy. The way you think is not the way the criminal investigation or the criminal court function. Your fufu mentality end in your fufu village, in your fufu WhatsApp group, in your fufu grave that you are killing our forces. There's time for reckoning. You can begin to nick on now and bacon like bees in the lost desert, cooking conspiracies against our people to kill them. But the time is coming when I shall ask you to nick on and bacon like bees in the lost desert. Some of you will not even want to ever have existed as human beings. You can ask African warlords, the Chastelos. Idi Amin thought he was above life, above everything. You have had this one from this one that you call him Al-Basi, just been kicked out some few months ago. Don't worry. We stand with the families in Ground Zero. God bless fellow Amazonians. See you tomorrow. We have a very wonderful crosstalk on Wednesday. Wednesday we have a big crosstalk. Wednesday, I think that's 5 p.m. Amber time. 5 p.m. Amber time. I shall be live with this platform. We shall come back to it. God bless you, and we'll stand with ADF. Whether whatever you are saying, that one is your concern. We shall die with ADF, and we will stand with ADF till the last man standing. You have to tell me not to stand with ADF. Wipe out my breath. Make sure I don't breathe. Take out my life. And that's when I will stop being ADF. I came to ADF at the worst time because you were doing the same thing, killing them. You did not kill them. I will not be part of them today. The more you kill, the more many of us shall come. You have just drawn the battle line. I want to thank all the activists because I've seen why you are talking. God bless you all. God bless you all. The battle line has been done and you have seen it also. We were right when we say about 2 years ago that these people were up to no good. We told you that they are coming to hijack the county by county, and they did. Hijacked it from some structure with county heads abroad. They're using it now to kill our people. And now you understand why some of us disagreed and said this was a bad thing. We did not hate you. We hate that ideology that was going to give power to dictators. Today you have seen that it's easy to create a dictator, but to take him out is not easy. This is reality here. You might like it or you don't like it. You might take it or you don't take it. I don't want to talk about that because I spoke a lot about that. Hypocrites, Amazonians, did you listen to me? Today you want to cry for the ADF forces that have been killed, but you supported things that have led to the killing of this. Right? Yannick Chikot, you want to stand now and cry that you are crying, but what do you support? Ideologies and opinions that have led to the killings of these people. These are innocent soldiers that pick up arms to defend our women and children and make sure the terrorists do not even see our land. But you orchestrated and supported things that don't work, that will not win, that are causing this. We shall stand following the right track because we know where we are going to. So fellow Amazonian, fellow brothers and sisters, stand so strong. I have not believed this cartel from day one. Since the day of Skakuf, when Mark and Tapang Ivo were dismissed, I have always told Mark and Tapang to stand together. I have always been saying that to them, that God told me that they have a mission. And that whether they will separate themselves, no matter whatever, that one day they will realize themselves. If I was a gullible man, I could have fought against them like the Prince Jekar with 734 teeth. 734 teeth, young man who behaved like an old man. I told them the reality, and today they are seeing the reality. When I told them that the message of God, you can only delay. You people have something to play in the revolution. When Tasang Wilfred sabotaged them in the public, Tasang Wilfred caused all these things. And we know it, that's the reality. This is not blame game, but he caused it. Because he took power, gave it to the hands of this moron, and look at what is going on today. And then activists took with them, make sure that they completely wipe our power from Amazonia. Look at what they have caused today. You have had Mark Barretta and the Tapangs that come out and ask for forgiveness in the public. But these are people that will never ever do that. This is the nation that you are building. No, we say Amazonia must have independence. We must stand strong. And this is the time we need to show that solidarity for ADF. You claim that you were an Egofsi. You claim that you were a Mandela. This is the time I want to know your tenacity. This is the time I want to know your faith. This is the time I want to know your stronghold. And this is the time I want to know the real disciple that will write the blueprint of the revolution. Don't worry. People battered other forces in other countries, but still their philosophy won. Don't worry. Don't worry. We have already sacrificed. Our people have died. Our forces have died. Already the sacrifice have been done. One more. You want to give? You could have given up if our people were not killed and our forces are not lost. But now they have been lost. You are giving up to have what? So that's why struggle continues, not looking back. Na caterpillar go move for this struggle. Na Major General Vela, God bless you. Bye. Rest in peace, our soldiers. Rest in peace, big number. Rest in peace.
Over 14,000 UTA nursing grads agree. You can earn your